Hey guys, SoCal Val here. You are listening to the Hitting the Turnbuckle podcast.
Do not adjust your sets. Yes, we know. We said we wasn't going to do NWA, but we're going to do an NWA reading of the results this evening with my guest, as always, Miss NWA herself, Fiona Lockwood. Good evening.
Hello, I have not seen you forever. It's nice to be here.
Feels like I haven't seen you for as long as January's been.
Pretty much, yeah. It's a poor show. Poor.
Yes, very long time indeed, but it's always lovely to see you. Um,
Likewise.
Indeed. So NWA, we couldn't see it.
Don't
Obviously,
get me started.
well, I just start straight away. We couldn't see it due to they've not sorted out the international rights yet for the international viewers to watch Power, which is about as useful as a funeral for us. However, we are going to read and have our say on a few of the of the matches for this week, actually on NWA. It started with the video package did hype up the ultimate match of death, which I was the match I really wanted to see. So I'm really annoyed that I can't see it yet, and we'll get into that. But the first match on the show was Blunt Force Trauma with Aron Stevens, and they took on Tim Storm, and Jack Dane for the tag team championships.
See, I wanted to see that one.
See, there you go. Here we go. See, we're going to get onto this. Ultimately, as general blunt force trauma title matches goes, you couldn't get away from Aron Stevens. He did attack Jax. He also hit Storm with a loaded glove. Storm did fight him off for a bit, but they capitalized and rolled up Storm for the win. It seems like new power, same blunt force trauma, and same Aron Stevens.
I can't imagine them ever changing, regardless of whether I get to watch them or not. I think that was always going to be the result. Um, I'm disappointed I didn't get to see it. I would love to see Jax and Tim get a run at something. Um, maybe the world tag team titles is not the one for them though. Maybe the US tag team belts are something that they could go for. I don't know, but I genuinely enjoy seeing all four of those guys in the ring.
Yes.
When I have the opportunity to do so, which was sadly not last night. So please feel free to leave a comment on this and tell me how the match was because I have not seen it.
Yeah, me either. Likewise, I'd like to know. Um, so they're going to set up a match for next week now. So another match that we won't see. Mims sent a message to James Mitchell and Max the Impaler, and the title unification match is happening next week.
Yeah, so there was a load of chat about that prior to this event happening. So obviously we all knew that this was happening. I'm sad I'm missing this one as well. I think this will be a good one.
Yeah, it will.
Max versus Mims, both two incredibly strong people. And I have no idea what way that one's going to go. Obviously, we had Mims on here not that long ago.
We did.
Um, Knowing at the time of the recording, what the result was and not able to tell us, which was quite an awkward conversation on occasion. Yeah, again, I think it'll be great. But who knows?
Well, we
Enjoy
might,
it.
yeah, enjoy it. Everyone in the States enjoy it. We'll probably do this again next week and read up about it. There was another interview with Matt Cardona, but we won't get into that because it was just hyping up the match of EC3. One of the things that come out of NWA before Power started was the fact that they'd signed Tiffany Nieves properly, which is a good one for them. She did take on Kenzie Page for the Women's World Championship, but she did get blinded with hairspray and hitting the Kenzie cutter.
Did she?
Well,
I did not know this. I have
yeah.
seen photos of her. She looked like $1 million on the
Who,
show last
Tiffany or
night.
Kenzie?
I'm glad Tiffany Nieves is signed.
Yeah,
Um, I was not aware of that though. Okay.
yeah.
Did I ask the result?
Kenzie won. So hit blinder with hairspray, hits the Kenzie cutter. Kenzie wins and retains the title.
Okay. I love Kenzie. I think she's a great champ. Um, I think Tiffany Nieves is going to give her a run for her money though.
Yeah, definitely looks that way. It was
Yeah.
great when we saw her we saw her last season. She was really good. She impressed me in the matches we've had. And again, I don't know how good or not the match was. That'd be one for the fans to tell us, the lucky ones in America that get to see this. I would have thought that would have been a really good match, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I would expect nothing but it's the women's division in NWA. I've raved about it, you've raved about it, we've spoken about it so many times. The women's division in NWA does not disappoint. So I would be surprised if it was anything other than a banger of a match, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think he's going to be great. Main event, and I'm gutted I missed this as well. Just reading it. So, for example, there was EC. So it was the ultimate match of death for the NWA Heavyweight Championship. EC3 and Cardona. Early doors on this. Cardona hits EC3 with a golden chair. They slam
Okay.
through a door. They hit EC. Go on.
No, I was going to say, were all the items not gold or something in this, apparently?
I don't
Or,
know that. I didn't see it.
okay, well, yeah, well,
So
neither
I
did I.
don't
That's
know.
why I'm asking. But
So there is another bit where he hits him with a chair, puts EC3 through a table. Then Cardona DDTs EC3 onto a framed picture of Dixie Carter.
I heard that. All hail Queen Dixie.
Yeah. Then he jabbed him with some glass. Nice. The champion's at the moment bleeding profusely. Now, apparently, the blood on this it turns the TV black and white.
I heard this. So I don't know if it's the CW have a no blood rule or
Mhm.
whatever, but I heard that the match then shifted to black and white and the rest of the match was in black and white,
Yeah, I think
which
Mhm.
is a little bit disappointing. I'm not a deathmatch fan, but
No,
if you're gonna have a deathmatch, don't dumb it down. Don't water it down. So
no. I don't think they watered it down in terms of the violence. They just watered it down in terms of the fact that it was black and white for us, which is crap. Um,
yeah, I'm guessing that was a CW decision and not an
yeah,
NWA one because they've
I
never
would
shied away from it before.
I would
Like
have
you
thought.
remember the match with Trevor Murdoch
Yeah,
and Cardona when Trevor's head was burst open.
yeah,
So they don't shy away. I imagine it must be a CW, a network thing. So
gotta be. I mean, it didn't end there. I mean, EC3 threw Cardona through a door, hitting Cardona hit EC3 with a guitar. Cardona dumped him on some action figures.
I was going to say I heard about that, which made me giggle because obviously that's a Cardona thing, and everyone knows that he loves his figures. So I when I heard about that, I popped for that. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, EC3 did. Cardona got slammed into several more, and then Cardona hit him below the belt and hits the radio silence onto thumbtacks. Um,
Okay.
Cardona then brung out some light tubes, but EC3 hit him below the belt, then hit Cardona with light tubes and made him tap out to the purpose.
I don't get the light tube thing. I've never ever understood the light tube thing ever.
That just sounds bonkers. Um,
It does sound bonkers. I'm really sad that I never got to see it.
I'm I really wanted to see that match. I'm not going to lie.
Sad.
I really wanted to see that, and I'm so disappointed that we're not going to get to see it. At least at the moment, anyway, we're not going to be able to see it
You know
unless
what's going to happen? We're going to end up with like two seasons at once and have to review them like all in one night or something.
probably
Maybe if we're
so.
lucky.
I reckon so, which is outrageous. But while we've been on air, by the way, there is some news regarding TNA,
Oh,
and they have fired Scott D'Amore.
what? Literally just happened.
Breaking news: Scott D'Amore has been fired as president of TNA Wrestling. Anthony Sissoni, Anaheim's president of entertainment, has been named the new president of TNA Wrestling and will run the day-to-day operations of the
Why
promotion.
have they fired Scott Demore?
I don't know. A bit like I don't know any of
Ooh,
these matches on NWA.
oh, we're blind to everything. I'm just gonna what eliminate this. Like,
Yeah, so that is literally happened within the hour.
oh, interesting. Okay.
So interesting. Don't know. I would have to read up on it a bit more once we're off it. But crazy news, really, considering everything that Scott done for TNA.
Hmm.
Not quite sure. We'll have to read. I'm sure there's something coming. I'm hoping it's not another McMahon. I'm sure it's not. But
Um,
but I had a chat with Alex Windsor today, and we were saying she said about her first wrestling thing she watched was when the Undertaker lost his streak at WrestleMania 30, and I said he didn't because that was been erased from history. No, but yeah. So interestingly enough, Power seemed great, but we didn't see it.
I want to say so much right now. I'm biting my tongue here. I'm
Um,
really biting my tongue. What I will say is that um, I'm disappointed that we never
mhm,
got to watch it. My main gripe is the lack of communication still.
yeah.
There has been little tidbits here and there.
Mm.
Oh, we're working on it. Oh, we're working on it. Like, would it really have been difficult to put something out that said, yeah, great news, NWA Power's on the CW for our US fans, for the rest of the world. We're really sorry. We haven't got something in place yet, but rest assured, we're doing everything we can. And put it on an official public platform instead of Joe and Kyle just mentioning it on a podcast that a lot of the fans probably don't watch.
Mm.
Or Poyo jumping in on a chat on the Alliance blog with our friends over there and saying, "Oh, we're working on it." Or I just or Billy's last video, yeah, we're on the CW network for mainland USA. Oh, by the way, for the rest of the world, we're working on it. Yeah, you're telling us this week when it aired last night or aired yesterday. You've known about this CW deal for weeks. Like, I'm just, I feel like, yeah, I haven't worn any NWA merch in a couple of weeks. I'm totally on strike. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good at all. Hopefully, this will get resolved ASAP, and we can get back to watching AEW. But
Exactly.
AEW,
Exactly.
NWA. Sorry. We will do this again because this is fun anyway. Just reading while we can read, and at least then we can still keep up with Power. Power keeps on its weekly shows. But Fee, as we always do at the end of shows, why don't you tell us what are you doing?
What am I doing? Well, I've had all of January off, which was very, very bizarre
Brilliant.
indeed. I had my first show back on Friday there with PBW, which was great. But the end of the month starts to pick up. So Friday, the 23rd of February, it is Chaos in Clydebank for Premier British Wrestling, our first all-female show. All female wrestlers, female referees, female office staff, uh, yours truly hosting the night, and I'm on the poster.
What?
First time ever. Look, mom, I'm famous. I'm not really. So that's on the Friday. On Saturday night, British Championship Wrestling. So that's the 24th. Sorry, British Championship Wrestling is back in East Kilbride with another stacked card, including none other than the tap end of Stevenson's very own Grado. So the bold Grado will be in attendance. So I'll be emceeing that one. And then what else have we got? Moving into the end of February, on Thursday, the 29th, I will be in London with Inside the Ropes for Sergeant Slaughter,
Lovely.
followed by Glasgow on the 1st of March with Sergeant Slaughter. Then on the 2nd and 3rd of March, I will be in, oh, I want to say Pennycook and Bathgate, but I could be wrong, for World Wide Wrestling League. So we've got two shows there, recording some of them for our Wrestling Showdown channel on YouTube, which will be marvelous.
Great.
Monday the 4th, does that make that? Monday
Yeah.
the 4th,
Mhm.
we're in Glasgow with Inside the Ropes again with Trish Stratus. And Tuesday the 5th, Inside the Ropes, minus me because I can't get the day off work, will be in London with Trish Stratus as well. So that's into February. And then on that Friday, I am flying out to America for 10 days on holiday. And Saturday, the 9th of March, is my birthday. So send me all the birthday love.
You're spending your birthday in the States.
I am indeed.
Fantastic news. Well, I better carry on then. Congratulations to Smashing Mike for retaining the Ignite. No, not the Ignite, the Hitting the Turnbuckle Championship against
I
Aron.
saw that. That looked like a great match.
It was indeed. So yeah, his next opponent I will be announcing next week. And I have a video promo from his opponent and manager next week. And I'm looking forward to that big time, and people will know once they see who it is. And then a shout out to our sponsors, Adonis Payne, LA Taylor, Taylor James, Aluna Blue, and Artemis. I think I've got you all. in that. Yes, congratulations to congratulations to Aluna for putting on match of the night at Ignite in the three-way match with her, Corey McRae, and Tommy Kyle to determine the number one contender for Adonis Payne
She went up against Corey McRae.
and Tommy Kyle, and she done
Good
very well.
effort.
She done very well. She didn't get the pin.
Wow.
She did. She lost, but she wasn't the one that took the pinfall. So
That's impressive.
she
That's
done a
some
great.
badass fighters she's in the ring with. That's cool.
She done a great job. So she was there. Artemis unfortunately got attacked on their way to the venue, so by Sapphire Reed, and so she couldn't compete. But Sapphire did. So she'll be out for some gun. But Luna did come out to and assist. Well, come out to assist Sapphire's opponent after Sapphire was attacking her after the bell. So there may be some unfinished business there. But congratulations to Adonis Payne for successfully retaining the Ignite Championship against Jay Joshua, albeit with a little bit of help from a trophy or a belt.
Okay.
But he does have a new number one contender, which is Tommy Kyle, and that match is made official for April 21st at Full Throttle, which is the show before Buckle Up, which is coming back next year. Fiona, I will give you the goss on that off air. So everybody, because nothing's confirmed yet, but I can tell you some bits and pieces. Quickly to run through some guests before we finish up. On Monday coming up, this Monday the 12th, I'm interviewing Welsh standout Dale Johnson. He'll be coming on the show to chat some Welsh wrestling, which is very, very big, very, very good over there in Wales. I've been there before. And on the Thursday of next week, I'm interviewing Slam Masters Wrestling out of Wales for their big show back at the Banking Hall, free, featuring Leo Rush. He'll be over into Wales. And on next Friday, potentially you're joining me for this. It's going to be a late one, but we're going to be interviewing former TNA knockout champion ODB.
Oh, that's exciting.
That'll be a good one. It will go out to the crowd, to everybody. At the 21st, I'll be the one-man band, talking to the one-man band. Heath Slater will be coming on to say hello, and maybe that he's got kids. I don't know. And then finally up just to the 1st of March with David Francisco from Revolution Pro Wrestling. That is bang up to date with everything at the moment.
Busy.
Busy bees, both of us. But Fee, thank you as always for doing this. We will
Thank
read,
you.
we
Nice to
will read
catch
the
up.
results. Yeah.
I know.
And,
It's just, yes, I wish it was under better circumstances, but we're here at least.
we're
So
here. We've read the results of Power, and that's going to be all you're going to get from us in terms of NWA until we can watch
get
it.
it sorted, NWA.
There you go. That will leave it on that. Everybody, buckle down, stay safe, and good night.
Good night.